For Mill River, first game I've seen of the year, it's Burr Burton. The Bulldogs in the dark green uniforms taking on the Minutemen JV squad from the Dean Holt Memorial Gymnasium in North Clarendon, Vermont. Munger busy bringing you this contest, and I will get settled into the rosters and the jersey names and numbers as they change every year. And a lot of these players I'll recognize from like the Glozik tournament and the Christ the King, Peter the Boy holiday tournaments when they were younger, some at the 8th graders, but there's the drive and can't get the finish. That was a nice job by number 22, Mark Goyette. And it's going to stay Mill River basketball, so I'll have it out on the baseline. That's going to be Sam Pelkey coming down number 5. Now, if I said the names are different, but they're really not. I'm assuming Sam Pelkey is related to Ben Pelkey, who played last year JV ball, must have moved up, or he was good at football this year, so maybe he's just dedicated himself to one sport. There's the basket, the first basket of the ball game, and that'll make it 2-0. 8-minute quarters, overtime if necessary, and I'll also have the varsity version of Burr Burton Mill River boys basketball. From the outside, that was a good look. Shot was missed. That was number 32, Kelleher. Now Kelleher, I know, has a relative of some nature on the women's basketball team, and that's going to be a bounce pass toward the baseline. It'll go out of bounds, and it's going to stay down this end of the floor with the Bulldogs. So in a 2-0 game with 6:54 to go in the first quarter, Shahadi will take the ball out of bounds. I remember that name. His dad was an outstanding player at Burr Burton basketball, and also Shahadi on the floor. Dave Shahadi was part of the championship Burr Burton team that won the Glozik tournament, or the Manchester team. That shot, again, good looks, just not dropping. They're good decisions to take the shots. That ball will be out of bounds, trying to be saved by Shahadi, and will become Mill River basketball. And I'll be taken out of bounds by Sam Pelkey. Oh, nice cut. Oh, it traveled. Yeah, what happened there? Number 22, Mark Goyette, made a nice cut to the basket and traveled. I should say, in his movement, he started a nice cut to the basket, then he traveled. Shahadi had the ball, gave it up, and Burr Burton trying to work it down inside. And looking, there's a man-to-man defense being played out there by, well, a lot of steps there. No call, shot going up, and good. As that was Kelleher with the basket. Mill River in the backcourt, trying to break the timeline. We'll throw a long pass up front, broken up by Kelleher, and now to the hands of Shahadi. So in an ill-advised long pass against that trap, and that's going to become a turnover, yes, in front of that lighted scorer's table. It is such a pain in the butt to videotape around. But I've adjusted. The only guy I see who does this on PEGTV actually knows how to shoot into the light, adjust the camera iris so that it doesn't totally shut down and blacken the picture and blur it out. Done a lot of first things and only things at PEGTV in my 15+ years. That's going to run around and pop out. Shahadi on the break. Shahadi going to give it up. Traveled. He was dancing with the stars. He had a lot of steps there. So it'll be 2-2, 5:37 to go. No timeouts taking out here in this first quarter of play, and I need one. I got my roster reversed around, so I'm holding it in the wrong hand to see it, but we'll work on that. Nolan brought the ball and bounced to Shahadi, and now Shahadi will defensively be worked against by Tanner Stewart. And that's a great move by the official, Darlene Janowski, able to get her right leg up and all the way, and all this while she was hopping backwards. Of course, she's a field hockey official, a former basketball coach. Might be coaching again to lower levels, I'm not sure, but I said field hockey official, basketball official, former basketball coach, making the moves like she's 22 out there. So right now, the scoring coming hard for both sides is Stewart. His older, well, relative, I'm assuming it's his brother, but we'll see Elliott Stewart in the varsity game. As you see Mill River, good passing, went to baseline and too strong. Rebound up and got it. Nice move by Josh Stevens, number 14 for the Minutemen. And Shahadi penetrated, and oh, what a ball fake. They sold it and they finished it. And that's going to be picked up, a little slippage there. That was Fuller that made the basket the other way for Burr Burton to tie the game at 4. They're going to push it inside. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Good hustle out there by number 21, Nolan. As we're zeroing in on that midway point, we're actually at 4:26 right now. First quarter action. JV basketball action. It's always a wild ride to watch JV basketball, men's or women's. So that's a long shot. It's off the mark, and a couple of Mill River guys fighting for the basketball. Squirt free to be picked up by Burr Burton, and that's going to be Kelleher again, who's been involved in a lot of the action here in this first quarter play. Shahadi got fouled on his way to the basket. And I believe it's going to be on Fisk, so Fisk will get called for the foul. He's rubbing his facial area too, like he took a little shot to it, accidental shot. There's Kelleher and looking for the cut down along the inside. And Fuller made the touch, the shot long and strong, and from the wing, rebound comes up to Mill River. Oh, nice grab. And then the shot, I tell you, that's pretty athletic move by Sam Pelkey to make the grab and then still take the shot and foul roll out of bounds. Maybe, just maybe, we'll miss some action here, but maybe I'll get my roster flipped around on the right side of my page so I can hold it and see it. There we go. Okay, I'm happier. Pelkey, going to take it. Nope. Rebound cleared, and this is number 14, Carlton with the basketball. See Carlton, oh, nice jump step. And the basket, 6-4, Burr Burton with their first lead of the basketball game. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. That was just a nice slicing penetration with an aggressive move to the basket. Pelkey to the baseline. And Blanchard, I believe, was blocked from behind. That's Dan Blanchard, that's Dan Blanchard. That doesn't look like Dan Blanchard. Pull up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and they got it. I'm going to go with Blanchard, is what the roster said. Fisk is on the sideline for Mill River with a bloody nose, and that's a travel call on Tanner Stewart. He knew it. It's Kelleher going to sit down for Burr Burton. Shahadi gone the distance so far at the point, makes that long pass in the corner, and no, set on the rim, wouldn't drop for Wilkins. That's Wilkins of Burr Burton. In dark green uniforms, that took the shot and got bailed out right there. That was Mark Goyette. He was trying to split a triple team, and if they would just planted themselves, they would have had the turnover or the foul called the other way. As Pelkey will leave the ball game now for Mill River, and Greg Ziegler, 23, coming in the contest for Mill River. Sometimes JV ball can be a longer game than the varsity game just because of the turnovers and the whistles, but this game here is so far been moving right along. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. And they wanted to dump it down inside, and they're fortunate to get the basketball back. JV ball, going to be a foul. Some nights JV ball is the better ball game than the varsity game, but tonight the matchup in varsity ball between old rivals Burr Burton and Mill River should be a dandy, and I'm not trying to entice you to stay tuned for the varsity game. You know, it'd be cool. But just from past history, and they have a long history, Burr Burton and Mill River do, in basketball against each other. Shahadi was open, passed up the shot, and he'll kick it out on the wing now. They're going to work the ball all the way back around to Fuller. And now Carlton, he'll pull the ball back out. Got the play called from the sideline to him. And Shahadi will work off the screen, pulls up inside the free throw line, no good. Nice execution. That's going to be Blanchard, brought down, and he'll be fine. He'll have a floor burn and a half on his leg, but again, my roster is calling him Dan Blanchard, and that's what we'll go with. And Carlton North, 0-0 coming in for Mill River, and he's going to replace number 14, Josh Stevens. Nobody in any foul trouble. 3 team fouls on Burr Burton and just 1 on Mill River. And time winding down to below 2 minutes now. Oh, great catch by Blanchard. He'll kick it out, and that'll be a short shot from the outside, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. And they're going to send number 23, CJ Ishu, over. And yeah, he's going to have Fuller in the backcourt. Looks like Fuller now, Tanner Carlton. That's Fuller. Shahadi not in the ball game, a travel called. Yeah, number 15, Seth Wilkins, commits the turnover. And Mill River will see some pressure now in the backcourt with a minute 24 to go. Make him work the ball up the floor, and there's the opposing varsity coaches, as is customary. They usually sit together, stand together, and watch. Well, don't really watch the JV game, but they're present at the JV game and they're chatting. Of course, these guys know each other well from playing days and from coaching against each other for so many games. That's a tough pass for Blanchard to handle. He kept it alive, rolled it the outside, and picked up by Mark Goyette. Of course, Goyette's older brother is one of the varsity captains. He's also injured. 1 minute even to go in the first quarter. 6-4, not a lot of scoring. But you know what? It's kind of flowed along here. Darlene Janowski with the call. And the ball going out of bounds on the baseline. I'm just looking for a jersey number, 23. Ziegler, he took the ball out of bounds for Mill River. Cut it into Goyette, and boy, just no way to penetrate against that 2-3 zone. The top men on the 2-3 just took down the lane. Nice entry pass and the finish. Well, I'll go with Blanchard for the basket. If I'm wrong, it's the roster's fault, but that's a good, strong offensive move and the finish. Tied at 6 with 36 seconds to go. First quarter action. Long way to go in this ball game. Issue with the basketball. It's ISHU, so it could be Ishu. I'm going with Issue. And then Goyette. It's Blanchard. He was out of the ball, made the move, knocked it out of bounds right into his own bench. And Shahadi coming back in the ball game for Burr Burton. Wearing number 13. He's joined by 21 Nolan. And that's Shahadi. They'll hold for the last shot, I'm sure, with 19 seconds to go. Issue steps out. He's stand behind the three-point arc. 13 seconds on the game clock. Wilkins going to go up and draw the foul. Yeah, he did block it with his hand, Blanchard, but he also got him with the body down low. And 2 shots coming up. So Wilkins will step to the line, looking to break that 6-6 tie, and all that took place with 5.7 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Yeah, so Seth Wilkins, good patience here, taking his time, puts it up, and nope. A little flat on the shot, hit the back of the iron and kicks off. Second attempt up and got that one. It'll be 7-6. Mill River had plenty of time to go the distance of the floor. And I'm not sure what that was, but they didn't read the clock correctly. And we'll have, well, it should be 7-6. There it goes, 7-6. Burr Burton in the lead over Mill River on Munger Vision in JV basketball action. And Issue and Shahadi, the back court for Burr Burton. That's going to be Goyette picking up Shahadi, and I'm trying to see if it's going to be a 2-3 zone or a man-to-man. Man-to-man, they're going to play defensively. And there's a steal as Blanchard will throw over the top of Issue and get it to Goyette. Like I said, 7-6, not a lot of scoring, but not a lot of fouls, not a lot of turnovers either. And Issue questioning the call. But you gotta give him that one. That's a hard one to argue. And Goyette working the ball into the hands of his teammate. They flip it down inside, and there's a bucket. Number 23, Ziegler. Left open. Some nice passing that time by Mill River. Wilkins, a little hand check, didn't call. He traveled, and they did call that. Yep. So Mill River with Josh Stevens back in the contest, number 14. He's going to handle the basketball right now as some token pressure in the backcourt by Burr Burton. Nothing too full throttle. Oh, man. Almost created a big problem for Mill River. They'll go off from the hands of Blanchard out of bounds as the pass just a tad too high. So the score 8-7 Mill River. The JV game. Going to get us started here on PEGTV tonight. That's up and long and strong. Ball on the floor. Carlton North will go to the floor and tipped around. Wilkins will take it away and draw the foul and almost got the basket. Wilkins with a nifty play. Well, it was a good hustle by North going to the floor to try to keep the ball alive, but he was just swarmed over by Wilkins, who literally reached in and took the ball away. It's Wilkins, who 1 of 2 from the line, will be 1 of 3. Well, he tried a different approach. He used the backboard and tried to bank it in, and just wouldn't cooperate him as it went around the rim and popped back out. And Wilkins will miss both this time, and they'll leave it 8-7 Mill River. As Blanchard flicking the pass across the court, gets it in the hands of Goyette. He's going to be trapped in the corner, and man, he'll find, somehow he's able to see through the trap. And North couldn't kiss it home. Should have dunked it. Shahadi trying to pick the tempo up, got sealed off nicely by Mill River defensively. Didn't allow him to push the ball up the floor. Wilkins, boy, offensive foul. Tell you what, that's still a nice move to see a young JV player aggressively make a strong move along the from the wing to the baseline like that. Yeah, it was definitely a foul, no doubt about it. But smart defensive play also by Mill River as Ziegler back in the contest, 23 in white for the Minutemen. 6:26 to go in the half. Again, that trap was passive. They had a great spot to really be aggressive on the trap and didn't get it done. Josh Stevens with a creative mid-air one-hander jumper. And again, Burr Burton, oh boy, did Shahadi show him the ball and took it away. Shahadi off the dribble penetration, was a nifty ball handler in the 5th and 6th grade level when I watched him in the Glazic tournament. And it doesn't look like he's lost anything. Now he's older. He made the steal, he'll wrap the pass inside, and the foul. A lot of quickness now being flashed by Burr Burton, in particular Shahadi. And Wilkins has got a knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Back at the free throw line, he's currently 1 of 4 from the line, and a 9-8 Manchester lead, Burr Burton lead, I'm sorry. It is in Manchester, but Wilkins, in all his trips to the line tonight, hasn't had a lot of success in making the shot, but he's been very consistent in his pre-shot ritual, his patience, the way he lines the ball up. It's almost taking an old-fashioned two-handed push off the chest shot, two-handed push shot. He's really got to coil a little more because he's coming more flat trajectory than coming straight up. That time he'll bank it off the window and in, and that'll make it a 10-8 Manchester lead, Burr Burton lead. As Tanner Carlton checks back in for Burr Burton. Pelkey kept the dribble alive, and they're able to reverse the basketball against that trap, which is what you want to do. Josh Stevens, nope. Long rebound taken out there by Burr Burton's number 24, Fuller. He'll hand it off to Shahadi. Shahadi just gave Burr Burton the lead on that, like I said, a really nice dribble penetration move. Took his defender off the dribble. Almost tipped, ends up in Shahadi's hands. He'll be patient, he'll pull the ball out. We've had no timeouts in the first quarter, none so far here in the second. 5:15 to go in the half, and there's the finish by Fuller. Yep, they reversed the ball against this extended defense. Oh, what a great play. Did you see that? I hope I got it on tape. Fuller on the receiving into that. Got it from Carlton, his teammate. So he'll come up with a two-prong shot. What a ball fake by Wilkins. And again, he'll miss a shot, but that's a great, strong move along the baseline after he made a ball fake. Number 21 out there is Nolan. And he got on the floor. And I say it went out for Mill River. So it'll be Burr Burton basketball. They're in their own end of the floor. They're on their baseline. Fuller will swing the ball. I got to find number 20. Bevan out to number 20 is, that's going to be a missed shot. They were looking for the foul call, didn't get it. And we'll stay 12-8 Manchester. Mill River JV squad been stuck on 8 for a long time, and again, too much dribbling against that defense, trying to defeat 3 defenders. Up and got it. There's the timeout on the made basket by Tanner Carlton, and that'll push the lead down to 6 at 14-8. Burr Burton's JV squad with the lead on Munger Vision. From the Dean Houghton Memorial Gymnasium in North Clarendon, Vermont. Mill River basketball brought to you yet another year by Munger Vision. And boy, I tell you, he penetrated nicely. That was Stewart. But then he didn't finish. He wanted to give that one extra pass up. That was one of those cases where he'd been better off being selfish, taking a shot. Oh, what a move along the baseline by Tanner Carlton, number 14. And that's the largest lead now at 16-8, Burr Burton. Again, they're just not really looking at the gapping on that trapping defense. And they're lucky to get the ball back off that pass. To beat any defense, the first step in always beating any defense is able to look at the defense and recognize what's being played against you. Got it. That was a nice shot. Who was that? Brad Fisk back in the ball game. Remember, he left for a while. He had a bloodied nose, I believe, but he'll make the bucket. And again, that's, I believe, the first basket of the second quarter for Mill River, and it's really only a 6-point deficit for the Minutemen, just that Burr Burton has played much better execution-wise offensively. As Beaven had the ball slapped away, Shahadi with a hot potato will pick it up, and good defense by Fisk as he stayed planted on the ball fake by Fuller. Shahadi to Fuller. Oh, Beaven. Tell you, the pass had to be about another second earlier, and he would have had Beaven open on the baseline. He just held the ball too long. That gave the defender a chance to slide over, almost hedge over. Shahadi has the steal. Yes, he does. And again, look at him, the quick ball handling. So that's Fuller with the touch. Now Shahadi with the basketball. And a whistle. I believe we have a hand check call. Yeah, it's going to be on the baseline, as that's the 5th team foul. Nobody in the bonus yet, and coming in for Mill River will be Stephen Duraxis. And I checked on that pronunciation with the scores table, and that's what they said it was, Duraxis. Open and blocked. That was Josh Stevens. He got there and said, "Get out of my house," with the big block for Mill River. Ball recovered, though, by Burr Burton as Carlton to the hole, and no finish. Great move. Defense opened up. Here comes Blanchard. Blanchard going to take it all the way in, and you know what happened there? Why there was no whistle for an offensive foul? Because on the contact, Carlton backpedaled and gave way. If he just stays planted and goes down, that would have been an offensive foul. Way outside, no good. Shahadi, no. Good defense. They got a hand in his face, and Glinski took the original shot, number 22. And that will be a blocking foul. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he got there late. Darlene Janowski with the correct call. Whereas it was written one time in an article in the paper, that's the most interpretive call in all of basketball. So I shouldn't interpret it as she made the right call, but I concur with her interpretation of what I saw. That way I won't get hammered again in the paper. And down that basket, it's becoming a tight ball game again. 16-12, Burr Burton. Boy, Carlton has good help defense. Was that Fisk? Yeah, Fisk came over and helped out Stevens and got it. That's patience. Fuller waited till the defender got in the air and then let him clear, and then took the shot and drained it. Pushed the lead back to 5 at 18-13. Yeah, he's hedging and sliding. He's a leaner. That's what I call him, a leaner. It's the 1-and-1. It's a check. That's the 7th team foul. 1-and-1. So now will be shots coming up for Mill River. That's what the discussion was with the scorers table. Now we'll send Blanchard. I don't think it was Blanchard that was on the drive. I got to wait to see if he steps to the line. Well, Fisk says he'll take the shot, so I got to believe it was Fisk who was the victim of the foul. And with 1:16 to go in a half and an 18-13 Manchester lead, Brad Fisk with just a 1-and-1 got it. Makes it 18-14, and that becomes the first player, number 14, Tanner Carlton, with any type of serious foul trouble for either side. He has 3 fouls now. And 1 and 2 from the line as Wilkins got there, and I believe it's going to go off. No, they're going to say it went off from Stevens, Josh Stevens, number 14. I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's been a well-officiated first half of basketball. Hopefully that will continue. Well, I tried to criticize Darlene because, well, first of all, she would actually beat me up. So everything she's called looks good tonight. Shahadi from the free throw line. Wow. I didn't catch the number that blocked the shot. Duraxis on the drive. Might have traveled. Carried the ball. Okay. I'll tell you what. Duraxis had a decision in his mind that he made, and he was taking that baby full length baseline to baseline. So 43 seconds to go, and Burr Burton with the ball and that 4-point lead. They go baseline. Wilkins turn and ooh. That's a tough call from behind. He's looking through bodies because it sure looked like hand-on ball, but I actually thought the whistle got blown to call a jump ball. But Allison Wilkins, who seems to have been at the line endlessly in his first half, back up there again. That's a 16 foul, and that is 3 fouls now on Fisk. So Fisk, the first player for Mill River to become in any type of serious foul trouble. 20-14. So 37 seconds left, and Mill River doesn't want to give up a mini run here to Burr Burton. 6 points is pretty livable for a deficit. And they're going to toss the ball away. Yes, Fisk has left the gym. He's had enough. Oh, no, he's coming back. Okay. Well, yeah, well, I know I left the gym. He went out to talk to Casey Dambrakis and her mother. That's a smart young man right there. But he did come back, so that's a good sign. Shahadi trying to break down his defender right there. That was Goyette, number 22. And oh, that's a hot potato now, and it's going to be foul call, and Mill River going back to the line. That's going to be Josh Stevens, number 14, taking the shot. Still a 1-and-1. The 9th team foul on Burr Burton. Again, you look at the clock, and that happened with just 4.7 seconds left in the first half. Those are tough fouls to swallow if you're a coach right there. And they'll miss that. They got a chance. Shahadi looks at the clock. 2 seconds, 1 second, and no, he hit. You know what he hit? That basket right there. That's what blocked his shot. So 20-14. Burr Burton's JV squad with the lead over Mill River on Munger Vision. The basketball, we're underway here in the second half. He gave it up to his teammate Goyette, and Stewart with the touch. He'll work it all the way back around to Stevens. Shahadi and company look like they're playing a 2-3 zone. That's Burr Burton on the defense. Wilkins flat-footed, able to keep the rebound alive, and the pass handled by Goyette and stolen away by number 21 out there. That's Nolan. He'll find Shahadi. He'll run the point this trip down the floor. The score with 6-point deficit for Mill River, to me as a spectator that first half, rather deceiving of how tight Mill River played. Not a lot of well, look, chemistry offensively. Now they're getting back to position defensively, and Shahadi will be tied up by Fisk, and Fisk, of course, playing with those 3 personal fouls. Ball will go out on the baseline. It's going to be taken out of bounds by Shahadi, number 13, to intercept the box formation. And Gary McDonald, the head coach here at Mill River in the JV squad, and I lose track, honestly, if he's in his 3rd or 4th year, but he's done a fine job since he's taken over the program, and actually I think it's turned it around, a full 180. Very professional gentleman when you talk to him. A nice job. He used to be the varsity softball coach. Then the JV squad, JV basketball coaching position opened up, and he added that. And I think it was last year that he became the head baseball coach here, relinquishing his duties of the softball coach. Baseball is a big love of his, but he's done a fine job here. And Shahadi will leave the gym to pick up the basketball. He'll flip it in. And Mill River taking the ball out of bounds on that baseline with Josh Stevens, number 14. Got it into Goyette. There he goes. So he forgot to dribble. And Wilkins and Shahadi, boy, they gave him too much baseline. The defense was made not to let that happen. A little bunny shot missed by Fisk, and very fortunate he didn't get a push from behind called on that rebounding action, but it'll go out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball over to Burr Burton. The Bulldogs in those dark green uniforms with Mill River in their home whites at the Dean Holt Memorial Gymnasium in North Clarendon, Vermont, on Munger Vision on PEGTV. Actually, it's Munger Vision, and then I give PEGTV my games, and they put it on. People, for many years, I've been doing this, 15 plus, mistakenly, and it's caused a lot of grief, have mistaken me for being PEGTV. And I haven't. I got nothing to do with them other than I give them my games, my equipment, my time, no paychecks, no support, no organization behind me. And it's been a grind the last several years, to be quite frank about it. It'd be nice to actually have, well, for lack of a better word, a company behind you to support you and be in your corner and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. And there's a nice drive. That was Nolan. Defense just prided for him, he took it. But I guess my point was, I'm Munger Vision, and you can see my stuff online at PEGTV.com and also on Channel 15. Kelleher might have had the ball tipped. Stevens, as boy, the pace kicks up about 10 notches here suddenly in this third quarter. Getting back to Coach McDonald, his son James, or Jamie McDonald, be on the varsity game. He plays varsity basketball and baseball. Oh, nice rebound. Nice rebound by Goyette, number 22, Mark Goyette. I think he earned himself a couple free throws from that, and he did. He'll head to the line now. But Coach McDonald's daughter, Jessica, outstanding four-year starting pitcher at the varsity level. One of the best pitchers I ever saw. I've seen a lot of them all over the place. And again, the lead trimmed to 7 now at 24-17 as Pelkey coming in for Mill River, and he'll replace Stewart. So Pelkey, who was quite a burst of energy in that first half, coming off the bench here in the third quarter, see if he can provide that spark again. The lead just at 6 again, just like it was at halftime. It's an ugly 6-point deficit, or an ugly 6-point lead. And stepping out of bounds was Kelleher on that sideline, lost track where he was on the court, and the Mill River trying to, again, get something continuous here, a little, oh, I don't know the word I want, some fluid offense going, some back-to-back baskets as Goyette literally motored into the front court. Pelkey with the grab. Now, one thing very obvious, from year to year to year, you know, the varsity changes, the JV squads change. Every school, obviously, people move on. But this year, if I was to pick an area out, and not just Mill River's game here, but other JV games I've seen, different genders, different schools, the one thing that's really missing this year, and one area that really needs to be worked on in all JV basketball, ball handling. Good ball handlers. Now, Shahadi is an exception out there. Wilkins comes in and got it. Boy, Wilkins had a great first half. That carries over here into the second half. Remember, he went to the free throw line, I believe, 5 times. Could have been 6, but I know definitely 5. Fisk gave it up and got it. Josh Stevens with a 3-ball. His first 3-pointer of the night. Makes it a 5-point game at 26-21. And like I said, the tempo kicking up a little bit. Oh, nice block. That was Goyette with the block. Fisk with the ball after it was blocked. And they're going to keep Shahadi in the backcourt. Some token pressure. And he'll be joined back there by Kelleher. That will roll into the front court. Last touched before Blanchard ever touched. It was out of bounds. Fisk coming out. He'll bring 0-0 in Carlton North. That's a Mill River change. That came at the midway point. 4 minutes to go into the third quarter. 26-21, Burr Burton. Wilkins, tell you, he's had a lot of touches this ball game. They got Pelkey up ahead. Pass to him, he'll plant, shoot, and no, set on the rim, and Pelkey touched it out of bounds, and that's a great call. I mean, that was kind of like slow motion nonchalant. He reached out and touched the ball, and then the whistle blew and goes over to Burr Burton. Fuller with North out on him defensively. Oh, and a great ball fake. Wow. That guy could sell cars. He faked that guy out so well. It was Nolan on the drive. Pelkey into the front court. Got in the air, and Cardinal said, first thing they teach you, don't leave your feet unless you know where the ball's going to go. And he left his feet and had nowhere to pass. And Shahadi pulls it back out. They'll get organized offensively. And Shahadi just brought the dribble out, made some space, got past his defender, and that's number 22, Goyette, into the front court to Pelkey. And he tried to pass it to Blanchard, who was surrounded by the entire Burr Burton team. And that's a leaner again. That's going to be a foul called on the River, blocking foul to be exact, on Mark Goyette. It's again, he was there. He did plant himself. There was not going to be any contact until he leaned over and made sure he got struck by the ball carrier. And that's called not playing defense with your feet. Now I'm looking. That was on the floor way before a shot. That's just a possession foul. So Goyette will sit down with the 3 personal fouls now, as he will join Fisk on Mill River, both with 3 personal fouls. Beavens going to go up top as Nolan made the catch, and now he'll hand the ball off to number 14 just in the contest. That's Tanner Carlton. Paul Fuller, tell you, off the ball fake, everything but the basket. He did everything right but the basket. That's a great ball fake. And then a quick first step he's got. A very explosive first step. And he'll step in front. Look at that play by Fuller. And again, he set up. See the defense? That's called not playing defense by moving your feet. You got to move your feet defensively. And that'll be a timeout taken. As it be a Mill River full timeout as they see the lead jump to 7, 28-21. Burr Burton with 2:27 to go in the third quarter. You can see hardly any timeouts taken. But this is a good run right now. You kind of feel momentum really changing up. There's Ziegler in the ballgame, number 23 for Mill River, and Stevens trying to dribble up the sideline against that trap. They should have reversed the basketball on the pass there, and I'm sure they went over that in the huddle as Burr Burton came out of that timeout and changed up their defense. The lead was only 6 at half. It's only 7 now. It's gone up just 1 point, but it's got a different feel to it. And again, drawing the foul will be Wilkins, and he has done that rather very clever young fellow. He's drawn a lot of fouls because he's been attacking the basket. And I like him. I like him a lot. Actually, probably going to be a heck of a varsity player next year. And I believe this is his 7th time to the free throw line. Now, his free throw percentage isn't nothing I want to write home about in this game. He sure gets to the line a lot, and if that's going to be his game, he's got to work on finishing here, these free throws, which I'm sure he does. So 2:01 is when this foul was committed, and it was assessed to Greg Ziegler, number 23, and it was his first personal. As North hustled for that long rebound and gave it back to Stewart. Long pass, front court. Ziegler had the pass tipped around, ended up the hand of Blanchard. Oh, Fuller almost came up with a tremendous save. He made a good effort to steal the ball, knock it away, but then actually try to save it into play. Just ran out of court. We'll be over basketball down in the far corner here at the Dean Holt Memorial Gymnasium. Ziegler just got the ball to Blanchard. There was really nothing happening anywhere else away from the basketball. Josh Stevens, no. Shot and didn't happen, and Blanchard, they'll recycle the offense. Minute 28 to go in the third quarter. It's been a better offensive quarter for Mill River. Remember, they started the second quarter and went forever without scoring any points. The third quarter was flopper. I don't know if that was tipped or what, but Beavens just literally reached out, grabbed the pass off the floor, and goes into the front court. The running one-hander goes for Beavens. Oh, Beaven without an S on it. Beaven. That was a pretty creative move. Oh, look at this. Blanchard with the left hand off the window and in. Nice response as Burr Burton did not get back defensively that time. 50 seconds to go. Third quarter. Oh, baseline to baseline. As that was North, or Carlton actually, Tanner Carlton, number 14. Some nights I can memorize good, and other nights I have to keep glancing. Tonight's a glancing night. Look at this. Blanchard up fake and got the finish. Well, they're just beating him down to the baseline. 32-25, 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Burr Burton with the ball and the lead. And Carleton will just flip the ball over in the corner, see if they're going to hold it. And it does look like they're going to. Rizzio, number 31 in the ball game now for Burr Burton. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Well, what a cut, and going to the line. 5.5 seconds to go in the quarter. And that was about as well executed a play that a JV team will run as you will see at any level. As Carleton will go to the line, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. That's also the 5th team foul on Mill River. Team-wise, Burr Burton probably not even 40% from the free throw line here in this ball game, but they're getting to the line an awful lot. Imagine what the lead would be if they made their free throws. 1 second, and not going to happen. So we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Burr Burton JV squad up 33-25 over Mill River on Munger Vision. Ziegler will inbounds the ball for Mill River. 33-25, down by 8. The Minutemen start this fourth quarter. They ended the half down by 6, so that kind of slipped a little bit more. Ziegler, left-hander. Good hustle to the ball by Goyette. And getting back into the play was Carleton. That's defensively was Carleton. Ziegler, well, you shouldn't be shy about shooting, and he certainly doesn't seem to be as he puts up 2 outside shots. And Mill River going to pick up at midcourt. They're playing a half-court defense, and they're playing the zone actually. Actually looks like a 2-1-2. Now see, the problem with that is they could actually, now they're definitely playing a distinctive 2-1-2. It's not a 2-3 that's out of sync. It's a 2-1-2. There's the backside cut on the weak side. That's Glinski who came over to make the grab. He's going to put it up for the three-point land. No good. Rebound. Beaven got fouled on the arm. 6th foul now. So the next foul Mill River commits will send Burr Burton to the line for at least the 1-on-1, and also on the floor for the Bulldogs is number 30, Robert Allen. And he'll inbounds the ball to Beaven. He'll ball fake, go right back along the baseline to Carleton, and his pass intended to come back to Glinski was picked off by Ziegler to Goyette. They'll put the ball on the floor now and go past the first defender. There's the second wave in the shape of a couple Bulldogs trying to trap. The baseline reversal, underhand layup, no good by Stevens. They'll come out to Ziegler, traveled. He was a boogieing, and he moved those feet, and they got him dancing, and that'll be a travel call. 6:43 to go in the fourth quarter. The first JV ball game from the men's schedule that I've done, and Glinski can't save it. He left the spot, and the pass came, and that was, at that point, just too late. He said Mill River ended the first quarter with just 6 points on the board. And it hasn't been a very fluid offense, but again, it is JV ball, and that's something they're working on and learning, and it's still early in the season. And with a coach like Gary McDonald, I know they'll only get better. Plus, you got some good athletes out there from other sports. I've seen them play, so they'll get their act together. And also give Burr Burton credit. They're a good JV squad. As Glinski took his eye off the ball just that split second, and it goes out of bounds and right into his varsity coach's hands. It's Seth Rice over there in the pink or lavender shirt. I'm colorblind. I know it's a light color, a pastel. He must feel awful lucky in that shirt. I gotta say. He's an excellent coach, Seth Rice is. Pretty good sense of humor when I get to hear him on the sidelines, and they got the ball down to Blanchard, and he disgustedly slaps the ball back out. He was fouled. That's going to be just a second team foul on Burr Burton, so there'll be no shots coming up for Mill River. And Goyette will not take it out of bounds. Ziegler will. So Ziegler set, looks, and just flips it up to Stevens. He'll take the shot, and no. Brad Fisk kept it alive, and it was last touched by Brad Fisk. as Stewart, 33, into the ball game, and I believe Ziegler's going to sit down and catch his breath, number 23. That is the change. In Shahadi with the free pass to the front court, and that's going to be off the mark. Again, decision making, each team has taken some good shots tonight. They just didn't fall. Now, you know, that's the beauty of watching young people play sports. The next game they play, they could shoot 50, 60% from the field tonight. It's just not happening for them. We still have an 8-point lead for Burr Burton, and we're down to 5:27 to play in the basketball game. And at a later time, because I don't know how they schedule, oh, three ball, and that was Stevens. That's his second three of the night. Cuts the lead to 5 at 33-28. Started to tell you, at a later date, you will see the varsity version of Burr Burton taking on Mill River. And I expect that to be an excellent ball game. My choices tonight, where I could have gone to Otter Valley, did Otter Valley MSJ boys varsity, or I came here. Couple things. This was closer. I have less than a quarter tank of gas, and I don't get paid for 2 more days. So this is closer, more economical. And I've already taped and seen an MSJ Otter Valley boys game, and I don't think it's really going to change much tonight. And like I said, the history between the varsity squads, but Burr Burton and Mill River, I think it's going to be a dandy of a game. It's Kelleher, very patient that time. See that time how they reversed the ball against the zone defense, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Mill River as the lead now back up to a 35-28 with the time down to 4:29 to go into the basketball game. Stewart and Goyette right now in the back court as they work the ball up against that press. Goyette to the middle of the floor, and now he'll just short pass, went to Stewart, and he'll swing it all the way back across to Stevens. See Kelleher coming out defensively to challenge a perimeter shot. And on the drive, that's only the third team foul, so possession foul, foul occurred on the floor. Don't tell me they're going to give him shots off that. Oh, Darlene. Well, they are the officials. They receive the checks. They make the calls, and that is the correct call. And Goyette nails the first one. Swished it, actually. Better than a nail. He swished it. Again, they're staying close enough to make it interesting at the end. Mill River is 35-29. Rebound came down to Fuller, and you found Shahadi. And Shahadi done a nice job tonight of running the point out there for Burr Burton. He's played well within his means. He hasn't tried to do too much. So I saw him play 5th and 6th grade at the Glozic tournament. His father, an outstanding Burr Burton Academy player, and Fisk, I believe, by his reaction, will be assessed his 4th foul. And it is the 1-on-1, as that's the indication from the scores table, and it's confirmed it is the 1-on-1, and Mill River trying to get Carlton North into the ballgame for Fisk. Actually, it's his 5th foul. That's what the break in the action was for. That's the 5th foul on Fisk. So his night is done with 3:55 to go in regulation. He becomes the first player to foul out for either side. As Nolan coils, releases, and no. And again, each team having an off night from the free throw line. Kelleher, they'll get the offensive rebound and put it back up and in. So the equivalent of making 2 free throws that time for Burr Burton. And then the takeaway as Goyette, and then the takeaway the other way as Stewart had a tip from Stevens, and that's Stevens going 3-ball, looking for another 3. No, he's got 2 tonight. That tip kept alive and taken out of the air by Fuller. Fuller's been impressive tonight for Burr Burton, along with Shahadi and Carlton, who's got the basketball, who's been a good slasher. 37-29, Kelleher. They're going to throw all the way over, and that's tough to do against that zone. Yeah, they want to. That's just what the coach told them. Bring the ball back to the middle of the floor. That's how you want to swing the ball around. And it's going to be a timeout taken by Mill River and see if they change up the defense with just 3:13 to go down, 37-29. Yeah, they've come out of that zone, but you got to come out of the zone when you're down in the ballgame this late. And they've manned up now, man-to-man defense. Shahadi got it off to Nolan. Nolan being guarded by Stewart. Stewart just overcommitted. That was bad footwork defensively and didn't get burned. They were able to recover, had some help defense. The screen set, Fuller angled away from the basket, and the rebound controlled by Kelleher. And Burr Burton will get the ball back, and oh, that's a killer. If you're Mill River, they'd gotten away with some defensive slips there, and the shot was missed, and they couldn't retain possession. I'm looking for the call. The ball went out of bounds, and it went out from Kelleher out of bounds. It was Blanchard there defensively, and now it's going to be timeout taken by Burr Burton. So they want to talk about the defensive change made by Mill River. They need to talk about the counter move. So we'll take a quick timeout with 2:42 to go in the basketball game. Back in the ball game, they want him to inbounds the ball. He'll get it to Goyette. See Shahadi drop back. They want to work to the center. He's a swing man, Shahadi. He'll go to either side to help with the trap. Mill River getting to the point where they got to really get points on these trips down the floor. And that will be a blocking foul on Kelleher. That is only the 4th team foul. So Burr Burton with still 3 fouls to give here. They're in a position where they're all set right now with the lead, the clock, and the foul situation. That's going to be long and strong on the weak side. No one will grab that air ball. Give it off to Shahadi. Shahadi will set up his defender, loses balance, go down, and here comes Josh Stevens up and missed it. The tip is kept alive, I believe, by Goyette, who's slow to get up, and just getting into the play now is Goyette, and Shahadi will slow it down. And what a wild transition that was back and forth, and no points were scored out of it by either side. No fouls were called. And that's some bumping, and they're going to call it off. Yeah, Shahadi responded to the bump by Goyette, and that's the foul call. That's the 5th team foul. I do have a problem with that call because it should have been a whistle on the bump from Goyette. And then the response from Shahadi wasn't vicious. It was just he put his hand out to get a bumper zone. And you can't call that after you let the initial foul, which set that whole sequence up, go. And it was very clear it was a bump. Blocked by Fuller. Kelleher will step around Stewart. And he hits the trailer on the play, which is Shahadi. Down to a minute 27 to go, and a lot of points to make up. And there's the foul. Same play, different number. They'll call the foul this time. And it will still be the 1-1. That's just the 8th team foul. That's Stevens called for his 2nd personal. So yeah, a lot of these young men, like I said, I covered the Glossic youth basketball tournament, 5th and 6th grade, and I remember many of these young guys out there playing. Here they are continuing on with their love of the sport, playing at the JV level. More power to them. Congratulations to them. 38-29. Fuller on his 2nd shot. Boy, they were flat shots, but he hammered him in there. Stewart will get the ball right back from Goyette. They want to get, they're too late on the throw. They want to get it back to the middle of the floor. Ziegler lost the dribble, but able to get bailed out by Goyette. And yeah, he took some NCAA steps there. Josh Stevens, right place, right time. Cuts the lead to 8 with a minute to go. Full court press now, so they've manned up full length. And Burr Burton able to get the call in there. They want a full timeout taken, and that happens with 56 seconds to go, and Burr Burton with an 8-point lead. That was a Burr Burton timeout. And their timeout situation certainly come into play, barring an enormous collapse here by their team. Oh, man. Looked pretty close to being steps, but Nolan able to get it in the front court. It wasn't Nolan anyways, would have been on Carlton. And there's some bump and grind going on, and they'll call the foul. Shahadi getting bounced around. This time he'll step to the line with the 1-on-1. That's the 9th team foul, and Shahadi. Of course, he had a couple sisters play on those championship girls basketball teams at Burr Burton. Shahadi did. Actually, age-wise, they might still be there. They might be seniors this year. He'll miss the shot. And I don't mean this critically. You watch the game like I have. Burr Burton's missed free throws tonight have helped keep River in the ball game this late in the ball game. That's Ziegler with the basketball. Stevens, no, front rimmed it. Shahadi reached in, tapped it to his teammate Fuller, and he's trying to dribble out of traffic, and Shahadi will be fouled by Stevens. That will stop the clock with 18.8 seconds to go in the basketball game. And it's looking more and more like Burr Burton's JV squad will get the win here on the road against Mill River. That puts him in the two-shot situation, too. That's 10th team foul now. Burr Burton and Shahadi will step up to the line. He just missed the front end of a 1-on-1. He'll try to correct that situation right here, right now. Coils, releases, and no. Let's focus on that basket and take a second shot here. No. Blanchard got to the rebound, and Ziegler going baseline, running one-hander, almost nursed it up and in. Ziegler kept it alive, and jump ball called with 7 seconds left in the basketball game, and it should be Burr Burton ball, and it will be the Burr Burton Bulldogs with the basketball. They're going to put Stevens on the pass defensively, and they'll be taken out of bounds by Carlton. He's looking for the deep pass, and Fuller will tip it away from Ziegler. And foul, yeah. Blanchard, I think, is going to get the foul with 2.7 seconds to go. And he did not give up the layup, that's for sure. And it will be Fuller, number 24, stepping up to the line. Taylor Fuller for Burr Burton, trying to finish off the night here, at least with one basket from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Well, they've all missed the same way. You watch them shoot flat. They're all flat. Fuller says, well, why not? And he'll miss it, and that is the ball game. So congratulations to Burr Burton's JV squad. A good effort by Mill River. Get out there, support your student athletes. This has been Munger Vision.